Okay, in this video I'm looking at volume and surface area of spheres. So we've got two rules for that. Volume is 4 on 3 pi r cubed and surface area is 4 pi r squared. Now when you get into upper level maths, grade 11 and 12, and you start doing your derivatives, you might find it interesting to find that the derivative of your volume is your surface area rule. This probably won't mean much to you at this point in time, but when you get to that, hopefully you'll see that really fun fact between the two and how you can see how they relate. Anyway, back to where we're at with volume and surface area. So our volume is 4 on 3 pi r cubed. So we're popping in there 4 on 3 pi times 5 cubed, and we can pop all of that in our calculator in one go. So we've got our fraction button, 4 over 3, arrow across, times pi, times, and that's 5 to the power of 3. So I used my little up arrow button there to get my power of 3, and I get an answer of 523.598, so I'm going to round that to 523.6, and that will be meters cubed. Then when I'm doing surface area, it is 4 pi r squared. So I'm going to do 4 times pi times 5 squared. So I'm going to grab my calculator and do 4 times pi times 5 squared, and I get 314.159, so I'm going to round that to 16. And that will be meters squared. Now, the next one here is one that is often put in exercises where you are working out the volume and surface area because it's working backwards. So this one has find the radius of a sphere with a volume of 116 meters cubed. So we're going to write our rule. Volume is equal to 4 on 3 pi r cubed. We're going to put in what we know. 116 is 4 on 3 pi r cubed. So my first step is going to be to divide by 4 on 3. Now that's the same as multiplying by 3/4. So I can do either way. And we get 87. And that's what pi r cubed is equal to. So then I want to divide by pi. And my r cubed is going to be 27.69. Now, this is the bit you may not have done before. We want to find out the cube root of the 27.69. So we have two choices. We can use this button here, that above the arrow where it has x and then a square root sign there, which means you can put whatever root that you want in front of it. So if I do a 3 and then that one, it puts a cube root there, and then I can bring my answer into there, and I get an r is equal to 3.025, so I'll round that to 3.03. My other option is to grab that number, the 27.69, and I want to raise it to a power of 1 over 3, because that's the opposite of raising to a power of 3, is to do 1 over 3. We call that the reciprocal. And when I do that, I get that same answer that I got before, because that's my other way of showing that. If you're interested in looking at your surd information, I do have some videos on how to multiply surds, how to use the index laws with surds. If you have a look back at some of those videos, if you look under the 10 methods playlist, they're listed under there. Hope that helps.